question, what is STAFS?
So STAFS stands for Southeast Texas Applied Forensic Science Facility, and it's a state-of-the-art anthropology facility designed to study human decomposition, and it's for research purposes and training purposes, training for law enforcement and CSIs, and then education purposes for example, crime scene investigators, or master's students or undergraduate students that are training in forensics.
Okay. How did it get started?
It was actually founded by another faculty member here at Sam Houston named Dr. Joan By the Way, and she is the director of the STAFS facility, and she is in the College of Criminal Justice, and she has a PhD looking at mass graves. And so she wanted a forensic science facility that she could have so that she could continue her studies, and other people could do research there as well.
Oh, very cool. What's the process from body donation to study?
So that is the law, which is sometimes a black box to me as a scientist.
Yeah.
And so that's not the I don't handle all of those details, but I can say that our facility is a willed body donation facility. It is legally set up to receive anatomical gifts. And so people can donate their body to science, and there are forms on the internet to do so. And it's, once the forms are legally completed, the body is received upon death, and we have a kind of a storage facility. We have a cooler or a freezer, depending on how long the body has to be stored. And then when it's time to do research, we get the bodies and we take them out into the woods and we place them on the ground, and then we conduct our research.
Nice. What kind of students use the facility?
All kinds of students. So I'm in the Department of Biology, and I have a PhD in entomology, and I am training undergraduate and master's level students to use insects and bacteria to help study the process of decomposition and help to develop models that will estimate the time since death, which we call the postmortem interval. So my students are a really big mix of really broad backgrounds, but they're generally interested in science. So I have some people some master students that want to go on to become dentists. I have some undergraduates that are interested in medical school. I have students that care deeply about insects, and they're doing this because they want to understand insects better. We have a student that he's outstanding, but he's going to go on to pharmacy school. So all kinds of different, and then that's just the biology side, right? We have chemists, people that are majoring in chemistry. We have forensic science students, right? So all kinds of students do work with us, and it's awesome because we have all these different perspectives out there at the same time while we're doing work.
That's cool. How is the facility run, and by who? So
Dr. Joan, by the way, is the director of the facility. And she has a small dedicated crew there. She has staffs, and they kind of are the grounds people. They kind of do the day-to-day maintenance out there. And then I've been doing research there since 2009 when it started, and I don't unlock the door, right? Like that. I'm not a maintenance kind of person. I don't oversee the details of the day-to-day operations, so I kind of have the liberty to come and go and do research as I please.
Alright. And there are a few facilities similar to the one at Sam. What makes SHSU's farm different?
So, there's actually two in Texas. There's one here, and then the other one in Texas is in San Marcos. And then there's one in Tennessee, and I can't remember the exact locations of the other ones. But they're all different ecoregions or biologically distinct areas. So there's different soil types, there's different trees, there's different vegetation, there's different vertebrates there, different species of critters basically, and then there's different species of insects, and it's the insects that are really drastically different. And so for each area, if you want to study decomposition, you want to understand how decomposition is a function of the environment, then you have to you have to understand the environment. And so just what makes our place different from San Marcos is that they're a desert and we're not. And so the bodies in San Marcos are going to dehydrate really quickly and they're going to mummify really fast. Here, they have this interesting and sometimes very frustrating mix of dehydration from the sun. The bodies are literally cooking while they're kind of decomposing right on the inside. So it's this very complex process of decomposition that we're just now beginning to understand.
Oh, interesting. Are there any interesting donor stories that you have?
Not legally.
Well, all right. I mean, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much.
Awesome.